Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Studio Series. Transformers 1 Deluxe Class B-127, also known as Bumblebee, also known as
Badassatron.
And here he is! Oh my god! Yes, finally! You know, I've been waiting a long time for these guys, this and Sentinel Prime, because Litesaturation isn't gonna come out this year, probably. Here in the Netherlands, anyway, that's one's just not gonna be. We're skipping that one, we're waiting with that one probably until next year. If my knowledge of how things have gone the last 2 years is anything to go by, we have to probably wait until next year before we get to that one. However, these three were revealed simultaneously and also up for pre-order, so I pre-ordered them together. Luckily enough for me, the site was like, hey, you want him? You can have him. And I have him now, yes. Just to be honest, it is feeling really weird, the fact that like Transformers 1 came out and there wasn't really a lot of merchandise necessarily. Like, we had Optimus Prime around the release date, Megatron came at the end of the year, and then it's like nothing until like later on, like halfway through the year, where it's like Sentinel Prime and Bumblebee, here they are, and then the Elite one comes out at the end. It's like, it feels really weird with the release schedule of everything, but doesn't matter. He's finally here, the yellow bee, the yellow bug, and he looks great. I'll say that right now. He looks actually really good. Maybe not perfectly accurate to the movie, but to be honest, none of these really do, because they were all based off of concept art. So let's pull you in a bit close to look at that beautiful head sculpt of B-127. Look at that head sculpt, look at those eyes. Also, you were actually to blame for Transformers 1 being a failure in the box office, as you could say. I feel like this idiot is to blame, because when that first trailer came out, everyone was like, wow, this is just a stupid kids movie. And I feel like a lot of that actually came from this guy, so I will partially blame you, to be honest. However, to be honest, in that movie, you actually were not all that bad. Yeah, we got the nice chest here, right there. We got the nice wheels here at the shoulders as well. The nice details here on the forearms as well. And we got the nice crotch area and also the nice lower legs. Don't know what these things are supposed to be that are sticking out. They don't really seem to be for anything, but sure, why not? And as we go further down, we have the feet, and then on the back we have well, just a little backpack, a little tiny backpack, you know, you gotta have a tiny little backpack apparently, and also this. But to be honest, also what I do like about him is the fact that you don't really know how he transforms by looking at him, you know. I mean, you do understand that this is the front of the car and potentially this is the top, but like, how does this work? And it actually works in a kind of a clever little way. So I do like that. But overall, he is a nice little guy, but also he comes with a lot of stuff. So let's just hop straight into that one, shall we then? So starting off, he comes with this big blaster that I'm definitely gonna be giving to my Optimus Prime because he doesn't have a gun. So now at least he does have a gun, but it's a nice looking blaster based on the one I think that actually appeared in the movie. It has actually been a year since I've seen Transformers 1 and my memory is not the best. I think these actually did appear, I just don't know who actually used them. I think Optimus or Orion may have used it in one scene where he shot someone. I have no idea, but still a nice big gun. Then afterwards, well, obviously also, before we get to that one, he can hold it in his hand if you want to. And technically you can also plug it in on the back here because of the fact that there's a port there. Probably more for the vehicular form, but doesn't really matter. Anything you can use in vehicular form that becomes available also in robot mode you can use. But I'm gonna throw this off to the side because this gun doesn't matter anymore, because he comes with his own style of weapons, that being these two. Technically there are two of these, but yeah, these two blasters. And also attaching these, there's only one specific way where it will work, and it is with the blade thing, like the opening here, this opening on the outside. That is the only way that it works, but these look really good. I love these things. And unlike you know, yesterday's reviews, which was also Bumblebee, yes, yesterday I also recorded a Bumblebee review. I have no idea how these guys are going to be uploaded, but yesterday was not a good day for Transformers figures, I'll say that right now. I did Bumblebee from the Beetle one and also Hatchet, so that was not a good day. But anyway, these things can actually be removed, but if you want him to hold it, you can just plug it into his hand, like so, and he can hold it, and he looks really good with it. However, if you want to store it, on the back here, you got some openings as well. Once again, probably just for vehicle mode, but you can just take this little tab here on the side and just plug it into the back right there. So he kind of has a little bit of a jetpack if you want to, but I don't really care. I'll give it to him in his hand as well. There you go. Look at him. Now we can start blasting. However, However, Bumblebee had a couple of friends in the Transformers 1 movie, and he did something to one of his friends, I think one, maybe all of them, and that was the fact that he also cut them up, if I remember correctly. That was like in the post-credits scene, maybe. Okay. But he comes with 2 blades, 2 little tiny little blades. Look at this. Thank you. Here you go. Tiny little blades, 2 of them. Very nice. And they can plug in on the side here of the gun in order to have those blades that he did have in the movie. I do remember that one, like I said. Don't remember if it was post-credit scene or just in the movie itself. But here we go, look at that. He can now shoot and stab the enemies, and this is actually really cool. To be honest, when I took him out of the packaging, off screen obviously, I was the most impressed by the weaponry. Big fan, but yeah, this is what he looks like with all of it attached. He can slice, dice, and shoot you up if he wants to. But let's get it out of here. And as you can see, much easier to remove than the other guns from the Bumblebee movie. God. Those guns do not want to be removed without some external support. But anyway, that is not all, because next up we have the articulation segment. So starting off, his head can actually do a full rotation without popping off, which is good. Then afterwards, his arm can also do a full rotation. They can go in and out. You also have this joint here, which shifting down. You can technically use that. It does kind of lock in. It does lock into place. You just have to push it up far enough, but it does lock into place. But you could use that for articulation. Then afterwards, you also have a bicep swivel and an elbow joint. Nothing really at the hand though, sadly enough, but that is mainly for transformation. And also he's not a sword wielder, so it does not matter necessarily. Then also you have a waist rotation. The legs can go forward, they can go backwards, they can go in and out, and you got a rotation there. And then also a knee bend as well. And then obviously he has ankle tilt as well that goes pretty far. He can do some damn beautiful splits because of that. My goodness. And also you can go down with the foot if you want to, because this is mainly for transformation, but you can use that as well for articulation. Who says transformation joints cannot be used for articulation? Those are evil people. But there you go. He has some very good articulation, just like always. So then let's move then straight into SAS comparison. Starting off, I think we'll bring in the Transformers 1 squad. So here we have B-127 or Badassatron together with the rest of the squad. This is all of the Transformers 1 figures that I own, and man, they look actually pretty good. I will say that. I am happy that this collection is getting further. So let's get these guys out of here, because I also brought a little bit of a special thing, that being obviously the classic one from Cybertron. Since they are obviously Cybertron figures, and since I've completed the trilogy, we got Iron Knight, Size of and yes, boys, yes, these are Gamer Edition figures, I understand, but they are still the only stand-ins that I have right now, because I thought, you know, just the Transformers 1 figures wasn't enough, so let's just get these guys in here. And he looks actually not that bad alongside them either, so let's get them out of here. Put you in a bit closer, and then let's get straight into that transformation. So let's get Bumblebee transformed. So what you want to start off with, you want to come in here and open this up. That will allow you to rotate the... oh, nope. Rotate the hand all the way around, and then close the bad boy back up. Do the same thing on the other side. So open up the forearms, and then rotate this piece around. The whole hand needs to go all the way around, and close that bad boy back up. After that, you can also rotate this off to the side, so make sure that it is sitting like that. There you go. Then rotate the head all the way around and undo the... there you go. Undo the chest, and also take this little piece and fold it in. Then after that, what you want to do is you want to undo the back section, fold this out as well, and now we want to basically just combine it, so you got to give it a good push in order to get that into place. I was a little bit scared the first time I did it, but there you go, something like that. After that, we need to work on the legs. So what you want to do with the legs is, starting off, what you want to do is you want to fold the feet down, also fold in the heels, take the heel and just rotate... oh. The heel wasn't even rotated out, but anyway, rotate the heel in and fold out the feet like so. After that, untab it from in here and rotate it around, and then this tabby right here is gonna sit in the slot right there, so just keep rotating it until it locks itself into place. Do the same thing on the other side, so lock... oh. Somehow I missed it. There you go. Locks itself into place afterwards. Do not tab these bad boys together yet, because you want to fold the legs down so that you can get the crotch up and align all of this with each other. Now you can tap the feet together. There you go. If you've got them lined up, you can just tab the bad boy. Oh, also here in the feet, there's also a tab. There's always something I forget, isn't there? But there you go. You want to tap that together. These top tabs are not as strong, so you need the bottom tabs in order to be able to tap this bad boy together. After that, let's go to the finishing touch, boys. What you want to do, you basically want to take this shoulder piece here, this inner one, and rotate it up. And also get this little like tab thing and get it under here and just rotate it up, and then in here, okay, I'll show it on this side. In here there is a slot right there that the tab on the arm also on this side is going to tap into. So basically you just want to line everything up. And then also there's a tab here at the back that is going to slide into that slot right there. So you want to make sure all of this is aligned. Do the same thing on the other side, obviously. There you go. Let me just tab everything in here. Let me just tab it in like so. There you go. Everything seems to be good to go. And then here we have Bumblebee, or B-127, or Badassatron in his vehicular form. So here we have B-127 in his vehicular form, and to be honest, doesn't look all that bad. And I also like how it is a little bit deceptive, if you really want to be honest about it, because these are not the feet. When I first saw this vehicle mode, I was like, really? He's got his feet hanging off the back? Nope, they're here. It is where the feet are. This is just, I don't know what that is, but it is just stuff, you know? It's just, that is part of the vehicle mode. So it's a little bit deceptive because they do kind of look like feet, but whatever, you know what? If I really had to make a little problem, it's the gappiness here, but also this is a Cybertronian mode. So this is basically just fast travel mode. Nobody really cares about the fact that it's not like, oh my god, where does the person sit? There's not supposed to be a person. If there's a person, it's like here. This opens up, you get in, call it a day. But anyway, let's take a look here. So here we got the front, kind of looks like a face. That looks like a face. That looks like Bombshell's face. You remember that the Bombshell has like the Hades thing going on. This kind of looks like a Hades face, but like squished down, or a Bombshell face. Then after that, you got the nice black here at the top, going all the way through, even going to the sides there for, I don't know, Jesus, I guess. And also you got some nice details here on the side. You got the nice big wheels that are pinned, as you can see, which means they roll like a charm. And then is the back, basically not necessarily much, but these are kind of like exhaust, so I do like the fact that that happens. But also you got these things, which I don't know what they are supposed to be, but whatever, doesn't necessarily matter. This is the other side, obviously the top is the bottom. You got basically the figure hanging out in there. But yeah, overall, not necessarily that bad of a vehicle mode. You know, I mean, with these Cybertronian modes, it feels like Hasbro doesn't really have to try necessarily, because it's just fast travel mode. Just put a couple of wheels on it. It's just like, even if the figure's just like, you know, got its arms in front of him and the legs behind him, it's like, there you go. Just put the wheels on the side, there you go. It can drive now. But I do like the fact, I do like this vehicle mode a lot as well. So then let's look at the weapon storage. Yes, I pulled this thing off of Prime in order to show it off. Anyway, as you can see here on the side, just like I talked about in the robotic mode, you have a little bit of a tab there that the gun can plug into. Don't necessarily care though, so let's put the gun to the side, because these are the important weapons. And you can actually take off these blades. And then with these tabs, you can see on here there are two slots right there. You also got two up at the front, but I'll use the two at the back. Nope. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to kind of start doing a wee bit of splitting, but you can basically plug it on here, and it's like he has like two boosters to go even faster, even further beyond. Let me just put like the blades back in because I want to. But he can go even further beyond, even faster, boys. Look at that. Doesn't necessarily look all that dumb, and also obviously you can plug it here at the front as well, as I've already shown off in robotic mode if you want to. I don't necessarily care though, but you have your storage potential, but it doesn't necessarily look all that bad. But overall, this is a nice looking little guy, and look at how clean he rolls because of them pinned wheels. You love to see it. You love to see it. So then, after this, the only sensible thing to do is going to size comparison. So let's bring in the one squad. So here we got B-127 together with the rest of the squad from Transformers 1, of all the figures that have been released in Studio Series. And man, am I happy I'm happy that this is what I have now. It's starting to grow, and then next year, I mean, we also have Elite One still coming out, but next year we got also, you know, Arachnid and also Alpha Trion coming out, so the Transformers 1 shelf will be filled eventually. I don't even know if they're gonna do all the other guys they got forms at the end of that movie, because they can really go crazy in Studio Series with Transformers 1 figures, because everyone got something. But anyway, it's filling up, boys, but here they are together, so let's get them out of here. And let's bring in Kit from Knight Rider, boys. Yes, indeed. Look at the two of them together. Very nice. Like I said, I always use Kit. Do you still work? That still works. I haven't used this in a long... I've never replaced the batteries. But there you go. That is the size comparison there. And finally, we have our Night Sideswipe. And yes, boys, that size comparison as well. To be honest, doesn't necessarily look out of place. And I like it very much. So let's get these guys out of here. Pull you in closer and let's get into the reverse transformation. So let's get B-127 back into his robot mode. So what you want to start off with is you want to untap the arms, obviously. Get them out and then rotate them down. And then afterwards, what you want to do is you want to come down here and undo the legs from in here. Rotate this to the back, and as you can see, there's that yellow tab that goes into that hole right there. The same thing on the other side, obviously. Rotate the feet forward, rotate up, rotate the feet forward, and fold out the little heel. Fold out the little heel, which likes to fold itself in as well. After that, what you want to do is you want to take the crotch area and just rotate it down and click that in, and then afterwards rotate this and split the legs, obviously. After that, what you want to do is you want to take this piece here and lift it up. Fold in, actually, wait with that one, because now what you want to do is you want to fold down, actually, fold this piece, this black piece here, fold that out first, then rotate it down and get it around, and then there's a little slot there that the black piece is going to tab into to lock that into place. Now you can fold this piece down, fold it out to the back, click it into place, rotate the head around, and then for the finishing touch, rotate the arm, also get the shoulder kind of back into place in that sense. But open up the arm panels and rotate out the hand. This is also why he does not have articulation, and click it into place. But this is why he does not have wrist articulation, sadly enough. So open up this piece here, rotate out the hand, and close the bad boy back up, and then here we have, and here we have B-127. Rotate the camera up, back in his robotic mood. So final thoughts, what do I think about him? I think he's great. I actually do. I really think that he is great. I also think that this guy was part of the level A assortment this year, and yeah, he's great. If you can, I would recommend him very much. He is way better than the two that I did yesterday, that being Beetlebee and Hatchet. This one is so much better. He's just a fun little guy, and who doesn't enjoy fun little guys? You know, sometimes you just gotta have some fun with a little guy. Actually, maybe not that one, but still, you can have fun with this guy for days to come. He is a great figure. To be honest, I don't really have any complaints at all about this guy. The weapons that he comes with are plentiful, especially with this big gun as well. But he comes with a lot of weapons. He has a fun transformation. He has a good-looking vehicle mode, good-looking robot mode. The articulation is there. What more do you want, dude? He's just a fun little guy and might actually be the best of the Transformers 1 figures, because my Sentinel Prime has loose shoulders. Otherwise, that Sentinel Prime easily would have won. But I think this might actually be my favorite of the Transformers 1 figures. So yeah, I would highly recommend you pick this guy up if you want to have yourself a nice little Bumblebee. But that has been my review of Transformers Studio Series, Transformers 1 Deluxe Class B-127 Bumblebee, or
Badassatron.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!